So today we are going to start with amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. This is an important chapter because this marks an important event in the business enterprise when the businesses are combining together or one company is acquiring another. So the term can be acquisition, merger or any other, but for our course we are using the term amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. Now in this chapter the course includes number 1 the meaning and the difference among these three terms. So we'll be studying what constitutes amalgamation or absorption or external reconstruction and what are the similarities and differences among these. And within this we'll be studying why all the three have been put into one chapter. So what is the accounting similarity in these terms? Second is technical terms. Now, whenever the businesses are combined, one company is purchased by another in any form, then we use various terms like all assets or business or trade liabilities or what to do with the accumulated losses or with the fictitious assets. So, we need to know what these constitutes. Right? Then we need to know fund-based accounts. What are the funds or reserves, etc. given? Then fictitious assets and purchase consideration. Purchase consideration is important in the sense that we not only need to know what is meant by this, but we are to calculate the amount also. There are 4 methods for calculating purchase consideration. One is net payment approach, which is approved by the accounting standards. Now this includes 2 methods, direct and swap ratio. So one is that we are given directly the payment and another is that we are given certain ratio and using that ratio payment is to be calculated. So you will understand this when we are coming for the practical part. Net asset method, lump sum method and intrinsic value based swap ratio. So it is a part of the swap ratio, but the ratio is not given. In this case, swap ratio is to be calculated using intrinsic values. Finally, we come to the accounting for amalgamation, about absorption and external reconstruction. Since in the case of amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction, you will be finding that some of the companies are going to be liquidated and a new company or some company is there which is buying the business. So our accounting is segregated in 2 parts. One is in the books of the vendor company which is liquidating. So we will be analyzing the balance sheet as to how to close the accounts, and the journal entries and ledger accounts will be studied to close the books. So after this, the company will be discontinued and books will be closed. All accounts will be ending with 0 balance. On the other hand, purchasing company is the one which is purchasing the business. So we'll be studying how to pass entries for purchase of business and for the preparation of the balance sheet, how to prepare the notes. Finally, we have 2 sets of adjustments. Once we have done the basic problems, we'll be studying the adjustments. Now, adjustments are again in 2 sets. One is relevant for the purchasing company and another is for the vendor company. Vendor company is the one which is selling the business. So, for vendor company, the adjustments include payment of dividend before the start of the scheme, that is before you account for amalgamation or absorption, you are to account for dividend. Second is the sale of shares received under purchase consideration. So what if the company sells the shares? Third is the dissenting shareholders. Dissenting means the person who is not agreeing to something. So the shareholders which are not agreeing to this setup of amalgamation or absorption or external reconstruction, they are referred as dissenting shareholders. So how to deal with them? Then share fraction. It is regarding the calculation of purchase consideration. On the other hand, in the books of purchasing company, we will be studying the accounting for common debts, common stock, payment of liabilities taken over, and cancellation of goodwill and capital reserve. Now, this is something which will be happening alongside the journal entries. So, these adjustments we will be studying along with the entries because accounting for purchasing companies is relatively a simpler task because we have to pass a few entries for purchase of business and then for these adjustments. But for vendor company, the accounts involved will be quite a lot. So, we will be studying these adjustments once we know the basic procedure. After this, we'll be studying the accounting standards relevant for amalgamation, absorption, etc. That is AS 14, and from now onwards in AS 103 is applicable. Although you might be finding that when we account for the purchase of business in the books of purchasing company, previously there were two methods as given in the accounting standard 14. One was purchase method, that is acquisition method. Another was the merger method. However, from this year onwards, as in AS 103 is applicable, so the new standard recognizes the purchase method or acquisition method only. So the new standard does not recognize merger method. So although you will be given accounting in the books of purchasing company under two categories, purchase method and merger method, but merger method is no longer acceptable under law. So purchase method is the one that we will be studying. So this is all that we are going to study in this chapter. So in the next class, we'll be starting with the meaning and difference of these terms to better understand what we are going to do in this chapter. Then we'll move on to technical terms and likewise we'll proceed. Thank you.